The Star Plaza is a key landmark for Northwest Indiana. It literally put Maryville, Indiana on the map, with thousands of celebrities performing and entertaining, bringing people from all over the world. And tonight, we're here to celebrate their 25-year anniversary.
We wouldn't be here tonight if it wasn't for the vision, the foresight, and the commitment of three gentlemen.
A lot of people thought we were absolutely out of our gourds, and they thought we were crazy because who would come to Maryville, Indiana to see Bob Hope or Phyllis Diller or Victor Borga or Liberace?
People really think that you were crazy when you said that you wanted to open up a theater right in the middle of cornfields.
Yes, they did. But I knew more than they did because I'd been furnishing billboards for the Holiday Inn, which was the innovator of motels along the highways.
Even our minister came over to our home to have a talk with him. And my mother was quite concerned because she thought that our college funds were being put at risk, and that education had always been important in our family, and my younger brothers might not have the chance to go. So it was considered quite a risk at the time.
Well, we were filling up during the week in those days with the steel companies and all the people that did business with them. But on the weekends, who wanted to come to Maryville, Indiana? Nobody. So we thought about it for a while and worked out the theater concept, which would bring families and people into Maryville and into our hotel, and it worked out great.
What was the first thing that you did in order to break ground for the Star Plaza?
Money. Get the money, get the banks to loan us the money to build it. Yes.
Now, was there ever a point where you just wanted to quit and say, you know what, I can't do this?
No, I don't think so. We had some tough times in the beginning because, again, it was getting over that idea that we were so far away from the sheer number of people, of the 7 million people in the Chicagoland area. And once we got over that hump, we had it made.
How did you come up with the name for the Star Plaza?
That's a good question. I think we combined Holiday, because the hotel at that time was a Holiday Inn with Star, the idea of the performances at theater, and came up with Holiday Star.
This has been home to me for the last almost 16 years, and it's just so exciting reminiscing about all of the artists that have come through that door.
What was one of your favorite acts here at the Star Plaza?
Bob Hope's, of course, was one of them. And, we've had so many others that I can't really single them out, but I enjoyed a lot of them.
Many, many memories here. Going back to the very first show with Donna Summer. At the time, I was dating a girl that was in the floral business, and she actually did a lot of the arrangements and the ribbon that was cut for Donna Summer. So I've been here since day one, the actual opening show.
It's a beautiful venue since 1979. It was amazing that when Charlie was giving the history of the shows, I couldn't believe how many acts have come through this place and have made their beginnings and have just been just build up on that end. It's been incredible. So
I've had great experiences, like many people who live in the area. I live in the city of Chicago, so when you're driving out this direction to Maryville, you're thinking, okay, I'm headed that way, I'm going, and the trip is long, but once you get here, it's phenomenal. I mean, from the Star Plaza, I've seen my most recent show, I think I saw about a year ago, and it was about 6 of my friends. It's so intimate, even though the venue is not small, it gives you that intimate feeling that you like. When you're paying for a ticket and you're coming to see your favorite performer or comedian, that's something that you look for. So it is quite enjoyable, and it's worth the trip from the city for me, living right downtown in Chicago.
Now, when you first arrived at the Star Plaza, what was one of the things that you wanted to accomplish?
Very interesting. I guess I wanted to take it to a different level with a little more national recognition so that artists, agencies, and managers would look at us in a different way and see us as a viable alternative to other Chicagoland venues. And I hope that we've achieved that. We always have more work to do, but I think we've made great strides. I talk to agents or I'm at a conference and they go, oh, you're with, or they'll say Holiday Star, Star Plaza, and they know it. Oh, my act played there. I love that place. Because the artists talk amongst themselves. Just like you may walk out of here with an experience that you share with a friend, so does the entertainer. And they walk out. It was Howie Mandel that introduced me to Clint Black at a social function. And Clint said, I heard so much about your place, I've never played it, but Howie just raves about it. And lo and behold, we played Clint Black for the next 4 years.
Now, what was your thought when Mr. White came to you and said, I want to open up a theater in the middle of a cornfield in Maryville, Indiana?
Well, you see, he used to be a customer of mine when I had my theater, and he could see that he had a 120-room Holiday Inn, and I had a 114-room Holiday Inn in Valparaiso, and both of us were filled during the week because that was the only place to stay for the business people. But on weekends, I was filled, and he wasn't because of the theater. And he could see what I was doing, and there was a way to make it spin off. And he approached me, and I turned him down the first time. I really did, because I told him, I said, I don't wear a tie, I wear a sport coat. He said, you don't have to wear a tie, And so the first time I turned him down, and I put together a restaurant in Valparaiso called the Court Restaurant. And I was there 3 years, and then I came to work for Mr. White in 1976. And the first couple years was just really planning on the Star Theater. And it was fun. It was fun to do, and it was fun to know that I didn't know he had a thing called a sign company, to tell you the truth. I thought he just owned a 120-room Holiday Inn, and I owned 114. And then I helped open the Portage Holiday Inn, which was about 150-room Holiday Inn. And then I thought, well, I really had that guy then. But that sign company fooled me. That was pretty good size.
Now, what exactly is your role here at the Star Plaza?
I'm the president, CEO, and also the talent buyer. So I procure all the entertainment for the theater, as well as oversee operations, along with my right hand, Mark Bishop, who does a great job as the general manager. And I've got a great team, very proud of them.
Now, on an evening such as this, did it take more time, and was it more nerve-wracking to do tonight's event versus any other concert or anything like that you hold here at the Star Plaza?
That's a great question. Actually, as I told you, I've been doing this 30 years. Doing concerts for me comes pretty naturally. To put on an event such as this with everybody here locally, it's a great honor, but for me, it's a little bit more nerve-wracking doing this than it is to do a concert.
Oh, I'm very happy with it and very satisfied, and we have some wonderful people working for us, and I've met some wonderful people. In fact, Bob Hope was a good friend of mine, and several other stars. In fact, Bob was a very good friend of mine. I played golf with him all the time, and here and out in Palm Springs, and so it's been very interesting and very, as you can imagine. Some of them were wonderful, some of them were okay, and just a very few were sour apples.
But what we prove to people, especially Chicago people, that when you go to Indiana, it's not like driving to Indianapolis. It's just a short trip. And I think probably maybe 65, 70% of the people that come to the Star Theater are from Illinois. So the sheer number of people over there, we made it work. And it just kind of proved that there's more than corn in Indiana.